We're all experiencing now with COVID-19 is similar to what happened more than 100 years ago. We've heard Governor Beshear talk about the Spanish flu and how St. Louis and Philadelphia treated the outbreak differently. But what was its impact on Kentucky? WYMT's Phil Pendleton is looking into that.
The summer and fall of 1918 was a devastating time for the entire world, and Kentucky was not immune. The Spanish flu killed millions of people and thousands across the United States as well as here in Kentucky. Now, Governor Andy Beshear brings up the graph showing how St. Louis and Philadelphia responded to the outbreak. Cases spiked in Philadelphia, and I learned today that one of the reasons was that Philadelphia did not cancel a big parade like St. Louis did. And historical records show that within a week, 10,000 people died in Philadelphia of 45,000 infected. According to the Louisville Courier-Journal, 14,000 people died in Kentucky during the outbreak. It hit Louisville and eastern Kentucky especially hard. Once the outbreak happened, the article says the restrictions used then were eerily similar to what we are doing now, like closing theaters, saloons, and schools. The Spanish flu is considered the worst pandemic of the 20th century. It's also the original outbreak of H1N1, which had a resurgence in 2009 and resulted in a mad dash of seniors, the young, and pregnant women to get vaccinated. The Courier-Journal is also reporting that the Louisville military base Camp Zachary Taylor was especially hit hard, infecting 11,000 people. And we are also told that that disease had its biggest impact in 1918's months of September, October, November, and December. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Historical records show that 28% of all Americans were infected by the Spanish flu. It killed 675,000 people. That's 10 times as many as World War I. A vaccine was developed out of that pandemic. Governor Beshear was following the law when he moved this year's primary election. That's the word from State Attorney General Daniel Cameron. An opinion from the Attorney General's office indicates that the Honest Elections Project asked for the Attorney General to weigh in on this. Attorney General Cameron says Governor Beshear moved the election within 35 days of the original date under a state of emergency, which is the law in Kentucky. Cameron also noted that this was done in consultation with the Kentucky Secretary of State. Cameron's opinion also says that as long as the governor follows other laws, he can change the time and place of elections. Kentucky's primary election is now set for June 23rd. Students at Transylvania University will get some money back. The university moved all classes online for the remainder of the semester. It says because of that, students will get a partial refund for the unused portion of room and board fees. The account credit will be applied to the portion of the winter terms when students were asked to leave campus. Students will receive an email detailing their account credits. As the pressures of isolation and social distancing take a toll on many, one community in Pike County was concerned about giving their loved one a proper goodbye. With restrictions limiting the amount of people at her funeral, they found another way to honor her life. WYMT's Buddy Forbes was there as they painted Virgie pink.
Samantha Muncy radiated love.
She's always worried about everybody else. She always asked how other people were doing.
Everyone she came into contact with says it was a powerful love. That love shined through her battle with cancer.
She'd always end the conversation with "love y'all," and that's what she did. I'm sure she did that with everybody too, because she really loved everybody that she came in contact with.
That love was contagious.
You can see by the outpouring of the community that they loved her as well.
Which is why her community was lost for words when she died Thursday. They looked for a way to repay the love she shared, since they would not be able to attend her funeral.
Since we can't do that, we have to do something to show our support for her kids, for her husband, and for her family.
So when her children suggested a balloon release in her memory, the community went to work, handing out balloons to neighbors and setting up a roadside memorial service.
To give them just a brief moment of joy or something that they can smile about through this whole process, that's something that we want to accomplish for the kids.
As Samantha's funeral procession passed through, they released balloons, sending her a message.
There wouldn't be a church in this area that could fit everybody that would want to come and show their respect for Samantha. She was that well loved.
About the legacy she is leaving behind. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Those in attendance said they were sad that they could not be there for the family during the funeral, but they still wanted to show them that they are never far away.
Well, we're going to bring back some soggy weather as we head into tomorrow, along with some cooler temperatures, but don't worry, sunshine returns pretty quickly after that. I'll have your forecast coming up.
But first, the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park is officially shut down. We'll take a look at what led to that decision. Plus, the NTSB releases a preliminary report on that February CSX train derailment in Pike County. It seems like that happened a year ago. Hear what crew members told them.